And we back live, Baltimore Flava Radio, live on RadioOnFire.com. So we got another special guest in here.
Yeah, she's the owner of this little hair spot. You know, she do hair. Nah, she is
a little hair spot.
Yeah, a little hair spot.
That's shade, because that's like when you know somebody.
That's how, exactly. That's how.
Trying to shade you up there.
Nah, I mean, word on the street is like she has like East Baltimore County on lock right now. So, but she's the owner of Premier Le Femme Salon.
Oh, you said that.
Yeah, I know how to. And she has this new product line out that we're going to talk about tonight called Grow Pretty. Let's welcome Ronie James to the show.
Yeah,
Ronie James to the show. Welcome to Baltimore Flava Radio. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you guys for having me tonight.
Yeah, it was when I originally talked to you, we were just gonna do, the thing about the line, but I thought about the fact that you guys are like a couple, and we mentioned that we thought we only had one power couple around here. You and Anthony, of course. Of course. But I thought it was just impressive to me just to be able to have a husband and wife that are making the kind of moves that you guys were in business. So I said, to go ahead and reach out and bring Brian on. But for you, I want you to talk about how you were finding. No, it's nothing bad.
James from the church messed it up.
Oh, Lord, I need to put a thing on my Facebook page. Don't call me between 7 and 9. I don't want to do that. But I just want you to talk a little bit about how the faith it took for you to just step out and do the business thing on your own.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I decided to become a stylist, I was working right down the street, as a matter of fact, right on Charles Street. I was a care coordinator, had a really nice position. I was actually a supervisor there. So I was making a little bit of money. I was doing well. As you guys know, I have 4 children. So it was a big step for me to decide to jump out there and actually open up a salon. However, it has been my dream forever. I always kind of put it on the back burner because I was building a family, doing a whole bunch of other stuff. Went to college, did all of those things, and nothing was really fulfilling for me. So when I decided to start a salon, a lot of people looked at me like really crazy. Like, okay, you have a career, you just bought a house, like what are you doing? And it was really scary to jump out there because, you have people that say, yeah, I'm there. I'm going to do it. I'm for you. I'm going to help you out. And then some of those people are not there. And that happens with everything. That's just life. But when I decided to do that, I jumped all in, both feet. That was the main thing, is to jump in both feet. I went part-time at my job. I went full-time to school because although I was a stylist at home, I was a kitchen at the time, kitchen beautician. I didn't have a license. So when I decided to go all in, I said, well, I'm not going to school part-time. I want to go in full-time. It's only going to take me a few months. Well, 9 months it was for me to get an actual license. And I did it. I just did it. I was really, really blessed to have family to back me on it sometimes because it's a little shaky sometimes. It gets rough. It gets rough in the family. Like I said, we have 4 children, so it was scary to jump out there. But it has been besides God and family, one of the best things that I've ever done in my life. If I could turn back, I would have done it sooner. So here I am.
Here you are. And obviously, I know a lot of the clients that come to your shop, and the one thing that I always hear is the customer service level. And Jen and I, this is like an ongoing thing because we always say, we want to support Black businesses, but yeah, it can be a little bit hard sometimes. But actually, my wife and my daughter, they love you to death. And everybody seems to talk about, not only from you, but just the staff that you have at the spot, the level of service that you guys give. And I just want to commend you on that, because
Thank you so much.
we know how we can be sometimes when we don't want to be at work and we don't, we're having a bad day and the boss won't give us a raise and,
Yes. Well, that's one of the things that was really big to me when I wanted to open a salon. One of the things that I hear all the time is, oh my gosh, I don't want to be in there for $8. I don't want to be, and although it's not where I can't have everybody in there all day. I mean, I'm one person. I have some other stylists working, but I have a really big clientele. So sometimes it's really hard to get everybody in and out. But that's one of the things that I try to do, is actually get everybody in and out. Customer service is really big. I would never allow anybody to come into my salon that's going to cause any kind of confusion. Most of the people that work with me are family or are friends that became family. So that's a big thing to me too. So that's one of the reasons why my whole staff is on the same level as I am. We love everybody that comes through the doors. That's like our Bible. You are not going to be disrespectful to anybody on the outside, and nobody's going to come in and be disrespectful to any of my staff. And I haven't had any issues with that. And that's one of the reasons I think that the salon has been able to get so much love.
All right, so let's shift gears a little bit and talk about Grow Pretty, because I know that this is like your new baby.
It is.
And so what made you decide to step out and do well, first of all, talk about that, but also tell us the products that you have. I looked at the list today. It's too many for me to try to sit up and remember.
It's a lot of, well, it looks like a lot, but it's really not that many. And I'm actually expanding that too. So there's some other stuff coming up too. But Grow Pretty is really, really important to me. I recently just became a hair practitioner, which is the study for hair loss. And one of the reasons I did that is because in the salon, I've noticed that I have a lot of clients that are really losing hair. They're having trouble with falling edges. Y'all know that. It's always jokes about where your edge is at. So there's a lot of issues, and there's a lot of issues with our African-American women where they go to the dermatologist and he's like, oh, that's traction alopecia, because y'all get your hair braided and you get weaves and you get all of these things done to your head and then your hair falls out. So what I wanted to do is to look a little further into that. And that's where Grow Pretty actually became my baby. I took some time off for a little while, a very small little time. I took a little hiatus, and I came up with this hair care line that is for growth. I really studied a lot. On top of doing my hair practitioner's class, I studied a lot of what helps us, not just African-American women, but everybody, children, men, anybody that's actually struggling with hair loss, because it's a really big thing. People don't know how hard it is to lose your hair and what it does for someone's self-esteem. So that was something that I really focused on, because it was something that was becoming big in the salon. So now the products that I have, a lot of my all of my products are natural, first of all, because that was another thing. We're becoming sick with fumes and all kind of things that we're getting in our products now. And we have so many different things going on in the world anyway. You don't want to worry about going to the salon and breathing some stuff in and going home and being sick from it. And I don't want to be in a bunch of black smoke in the salon all day, and then I can't take care of my family. So that was one of the things that I wanted to focus on as well. So we have hair oil, which is really big. It's a really big item right now. It's a hair growth oil, but it also helps you with natural hair care when you're blowing out the hair and you're doing like silk press. A lot of people come in for silk press, and that's a really hot item. But it also helps when you have your hair in a protective style, maybe like braids or weave, and you can use that in your hair as well, so that you can do some growth in between. And it helps with other things as well, like dandruff and things like that, hair itching. I have the edge cream. The edge cream is another big item. The edge cream is because of those fallen edges. So I was looking into a lot of things that would help you to bring back those edges. So that cream is not an edge. It's not an edge gel to hold the hair down. It's an edge cream to actually grow the edges back. So a lot of people get that confused. Now I'm working on a lock gel, a lock cream that we'll be able to use to maintenance dreadlocks. We have shampoo, we have a deep conditioner, and then we have just regular conditioner. So the website is www.growpretty.com if you want more information about those products.
So how much of a role are you playing in the actual?
I make them.
Really?
In the salon.
Really?
And each and every product is made by me.
Mm-hmm.
How long does that process take?
It takes a very long time. I don't sleep.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I put a lot of love into my my products. I love for people to give me feedback because I have gone in and changed some things in the line because of the feedback. Some of the things were a little heavy for people with maybe thinner hair, and we come up with regimens of what people can actually use so that they can grow their hair back, or they can just maintain really pretty, healthy hair.
So it took you, I'm assuming, quite some time to see what works, how long it's working, and stuff like that.
Well, I've been actually putting products together in my salon for a long time. A lot of my clients would come in and ask questions about what they can use, and I would research it and use that. So what I did was the things that I was using, I actually used that and then went a little further and just put those things together.
I'm impressed that you can make that stuff in this album. I'm thinking like
all I need is my white coat.
I'm thinking like you were working with a bunch of chemists and you guys were in this lab and it was like
just me. I am the person that's actually mixing everything up. I went and became a mad woman with making products. My children are like Ma, really. I have different crock pots and all kind of stuff, and I'm like, don't put it in the kitchen. So I'm always screaming and yelling, and I have all my stuff put to the side. I have things in the salon. I'm making products in the salon. I'm making products at home. But I absolutely love it.
So you got like a little lab in the back.
I have a lab. Yes, I have
like
a
this
lab.
little thing where you punch in.
White lab coat. I'm going to get one.
Like this thing where you punch in a combination and a.
I wish. That's where I'm trying to get to right now. Because it just started out, it's doing absolutely wonderful. I couldn't ask for more right now, but I'm trying to get to the point where I can actually go to a lab and have them produce for me and see it possibly in Whole Foods or Target or wherever else. So I'm pushing forward to do that as well.
So if this becomes, which we're going to say it is, it's going to be real popular.
When it becomes.
Yes, when it becomes in all these stores, do you think you would still do hair one day, or is this something you probably one day would just want to focus on?
I think I'm going to be 70 years old.
Still doing hair.
Come on, girl. I'll probably be very selective.
Right.
I'm going to still be doing hair. I love it. I love what I do. I love the people that I service, and I love what I do. So I don't see myself coming completely away from the salon at all. I would like to pass the baton to one of my children at one point, but
that was my next question.
You know, whoever wants to take it, but I don't want to push it on them. But
yeah,
you have one that could be like right in line. Is she showing any interest?
No.
None at all.
She comes in and she helps out from time to time. She's awesome. She comes in and she does help me a lot. Like when we did the benefit for back to school, she came in. My daughters come in a lot and help out with that. So I just hope that something rubs off on somebody and they want to take something. Yeah.
I remember when I was just never, but like you said, the customer service was amazing. But I remember like a couple of times, I think it was one time I came in to get my hair done. And Niera wanted her hair done so bad. But she was like sweeping and doing like, what else you need me to do? Like she's entertainment when she come in there.
I'm telling you, all my girls, they will sit around all day long waiting to get their hair done.
But they would like jump in and be like, do this for me, and they'll do it. So it was good to see that your girls are there helping you out.
They do. It's amazing. It's amazing to have my family come in and actually help out as much as they do, because I do have a lot of family and a lot of friends that really, really put a lot of their time and their effort into my business. And I it's amazing. I'm so grateful.
Would you open up a shop somewhere else?
I I really want to.
Yeah.
I really want to. I would like to go to my hometown.
I was about to ask you, gonna go
Open up a
back?
salon. I would love to do that. I just have so many other things going on right now. I just feel like I want to master something before I move on to the next.
And I think that's why I like the fact that you're doing the product line and that you're actually using the products, because I mean, if we keep it real, it's almost a salon on every corner in Baltimore now. Like
it is.
Literally,
It is.
you can, you have a lot of different options. So I think as an owner, you have to find a way to give your clients a little bit extra,
right?
And give them, it almost sounds like you can get like a full treatment, kind of like you're training their hair the way that, your husband trains his clients.
Exactly.
Just that ability to, give them a little bit more, not only on the customer service side, but actually, give them products that can help them along the way.
That's why it's so important for the education of it all. Being a stylist, like you said, we're a dime a dozen. There's stylists everywhere. And people can choose where they want to go now. That's just how it is. So the customer service is really important, but also just keeping myself educated on what's good for us, because that's very important now too. And because it's just been this big craze of everybody being natural, that's something that I'm not a natural freak or anything like that, but I do understand why people are so focused on eating better and exercising. And it's the same thing for your hair. You want to keep your hair healthy too. So, that's something that I really, really work on. I really work hard towards that too, and make sure that I'm not just styling hair, but I'm actually maintaining health of people's hair. That's a big deal. It really is. So that they can come in and get the weave, but they don't have to wear the weave,
There's so many stylists that do your hair just to get a check. Like they do your hair and your hair breaking off and falling out underneath the weave, but you look good.
Right,
like,
but it's devastating. It's
sad.
absolutely devastating to take off a protective style and have no hair. It's absolutely devastating. And I know that because I've been there before. You don't want to get to the point where you're just doing someone's hair. You want them to know that you love their hair, and they can feel it when they take their protective styles off. They see that they have growth, and they see, that their edges are growing back in, and it looks like I have hair. It doesn't. I'm not doing it like a car salesman. I want your car to break down because I need you to come back. As soon as you get off
the lot.
I want you to come back because I'm putting some love into your hair, and that I really, this is something that I absolutely love.
I think that's why a lot of people be surprised nowadays. Like some of us, if we take our weaves out and they're like, "Oh, you got some nice hair."
Right.
Like, what am I supposed to? But like a lot of people assume that because
you wouldn't be surprised, but I've seen some monstrosities.
Yeah, but
the weaves coming off. It's really not a pretty sight.
I mean, it's not a game. Really, people don't take it seriously because there's so many things that we can do with our hair. We crochet, we braid, we put weaves in, we can do all of those things. But what happens when you don't want to do that, or you become sick and there's something that you can't do? It's devastating that you can't wear your hair without putting something on it. So, that's something that we really, really need to focus on as stylists, and it really pushes us up to another notch in what we do, because we're getting licensing to come out and do something professionally for somebody. You should be able to take care and maintain that. So, that's a big thing. It's really big. And it's something that I've been thinking about and trying to actually do in my salon on a daily basis.
I know that because you're in a hair salon, hair is the number one focus. But when I first found out that you were doing a quote unquote product line, I was actually thinking like a skin care kind of line. Is that something you would consider doing?
It is something that I would consider doing. However, I am mainly focused on hair. That is my specialty. I love hair. I love everything about hair. I do love the full package, but that's not something that I completely focus on. So, Grow Pretty may come out with some skincare stuff down the line. Someone may approach and say, listen, I have this skincare stuff. Maybe Grow Pretty want to pick it up. There's endless possibilities. But for myself, what I'm doing is hair loss. And that's what I'm focused on. I'm right now enrolling in a trichology course, which is the study of hair loss. And
that's the word I couldn't think of. Trichology. Yeah,
right.
I saw that on your website.
With the hair practitioner's course that I just did, I have this certification for that. That was just a prereq for the trichology course. So that's the next step.
Okay, I was going to say something, but it wasn't trichology, so I just didn't say the word at all because it wasn't going to come out right. And I know you guys did the big back to school event. Do you have anything else coming up that you're going to do for the community?
Every year, and it's so funny because this was really hard I'm here to the radio. I am not shy at all, but I'm kind of like, I stay in my little corner, which I'm trying to get out of. I actually had hired a business coach, Rashia, who has helped me a lot with coming out. Yeah, Rashia Burrell. And she's actually helped me a lot with coming out and speaking to the community more because I do a lot in the community. People don't even realize. We did the back to school as we do every year since I've opened. We do Christmas every single year, and we also do Easter every single year. And then in between, what we do is some outreach to the community. And we're working with the Easton, I don't want to say it wrong. I think it's the Easton Regional Shelter over by Franklin Square.
Yeah.
And what we do is we have some of the women come in and we get them dressed for interviews and get their hair done and all of those good things free of charge. Christmas free of charge. All of that is free of charge. We try to reach out to them just because we know that back to school for the kids are really, really important, especially for children that don't have anything to go back to school for. So we've been doing school supplies and we do their hair, of course. We had a Brandon from, what's the name of his barbershop? Clean Barbers. He came in and he helped us out this year with cutting the young men's hair. But we do that because we know that those children are having a hard time going back to school and we need them to be ready and focused for school. Education is key. So we do that. Christmas time, same thing. We get into the Christmas spirit. We get people to donate. We give gifts and we do hair and we do that for the whole family. That's not just for the children at Christmas time. And Easter, same thing. We do for the whole family. And then, like I said, in between time, we do the getting them ready for success type of thing. So we get a couple of women coming in and we get referrals from that shelter so that we can get them.
I wish I knew you were doing that because I have a friend down in PG County that just gave away like 5 chestfuls of business clothes.
Wow.
And that would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome. So that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to get out a little bit more. I'm so grateful to you guys for allowing us to come out today for the radio, just because I don't get on Facebook Live. That's just not me. I try my best, but she is like, you gotta do it. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. But it's really hard for me to do that because I work so much. I just don't remember to always pick up the phone and say, oh, I'm live. Look what we're doing. So, it's kind of hard to get some of that stuff out there. But
we just get the pictures of the finished results.
Yeah,
that's what we get on Facebook.
Sometimes. I mean, since Erica's been working with me, I've been getting pictures because even that, I suck. I can't.
Social media is a big thing with
it really is. And it's so hard for me because I'm so stuck in the work that I don't step away sometimes to just say, look, guys, we have stuff here that is great, and come out and support. So it's nice to be here tonight.
You're getting a lot of word of mouth. So like Jay said earlier, that's the best advertisement right there, word of mouth. So
the best.
Well, let everybody know your shop information and your website again.
Question
sure.
Jay,
don't ask for no discount.
No, I ain't asking for no discount.
Can I get my wife and my kids?
No, but to all of the people that tuned in, what made you make that step from to start your own business? I meant to ask him that same question too, because that's a huge step.
It is
just to go like all in. It's like a huge step.
The step for me was my family. That was the biggest thing. And a lot of people are like, what do you mean you're a family? How are you? You're leaving a job. You don't know if people are going to come, and you don't. It's a really scary thing. But to me, I didn't like my employer being able to tell me whether or not I can go to a cheerleading event for my children. Yeah. I didn't like my employers telling me you're 2 minutes late when I had a crazy morning with trying to get 4 kids out to school, and I wanted to tell them, right. You know what I mean? It was just, it got to a point where I felt like if I was able to schedule my own time and do my own thing, then I'd be a better mother, a better wife, a better friend, a better everything. And to me, it has proven to do all of those things. It's really hard to balance all of it, to have children time and me time and whatever other time that you need. It's hard to do that, but because it's mine, it's easier for me to schedule that. Right. It's easier for me to say, okay, you know what? You're doing too much. You need to go see your children, you know? And I can't do that if I'm working under somebody else. Yeah. So that was one of the main things for me to jump out there.
So do you have any advice that a person that want to start their own business?
The best advice is to plan, and more planning. Because when I started, I didn't plan well. And I ran into a whole lot of walls that I probably wouldn't have run into if I planned a little bit better. I would say get a plan, write it down, make some goals, make some real timelines, and get it done. And it's scary, but I'm telling you, it's the best thing that you could ever do. If you have an idea, if you have something that you feel is someone else is going to need, if it's a service, if it's clothing, whatever it is, if you have somebody that likes something, then that should be a push for you to get out there and do it.
Yeah. And Brian made a good point earlier. He was like, when he was working at the gym as a personal trainer, he was seeing all of that money that he was making for the gym. So if you're doing something that you're passionate about, and you're making all of that money for somebody else, why not have the faith, to try to step out and do it on your own and keep all that money? And to be able to have a gym where he owns all of his equipment right off the bat, that's sick. I know there's much bigger gyms that don't own their own equipment. So, you just gotta step out there, Mr. Mogul. Same thing that made you say, let me start this record label. And,
that's awesome.
Yeah, man. Awesome. That's what it is. So again, give everybody, your location information, how they can reach you, your social media.
I am on social media. I am there. I'm not very present, but I am there. I'm on Instagram as PLF Salon. I'm on Instagram as Ronie J. I'm on Facebook as Premier Le Femme Salon.
Spell it.
That's a lot. I'm there as Premier Le Femme Salon, but you can also get to me at Ronie James on Facebook. My telephone number at the salon is 443-559-5191. And you can reach me there. If you leave a message, we try to get back to you in 24 hours. And then the website for Grow Pretty is www.growpretty.com. And you can reach me through email through there as well. The Premier Le Femme site is it's in construction right now. So that'll be up soon, and that'll just be plfsalon.com as well. Okay. So you guys can reach me there. And I'm in Essex. I am in the business park on Stemmers Run, 617 Stemmers Run Road, Suite P. Okay.
In the back, in the corner,
in my corner.
I came up there to drop those flyers off that day. I was like, I know she told me she was in this white building. I couldn't find it to save my life till you go all the way around the back and all the way down in the corner.
I have more time.
In the cut. Yeah.
I'm in the cut. I love it. I love being in the cut. I'm back there. My clients are happy. We don't get anything coming in there except what we want. So
and y'all don't have 50 steps to climb up like you did in the first spot.
No, I love it there. I love it where I am. I'm handicap accessible, so you can bring your grandmothers, the whole family. The Grow Pretty products can be used on children, on women, on men. So check out the website. Oh, yeah, Jen, I have some for you. Sorry. I mean,
why you ain't got no man products? Why you ain't got no man products?
I do. I just say you can use it. I didn't know what you needed. So I put a little package together for
Can we see what you got?
Y'all in my business.
Can we see what you got? Come on now, open it up.
Got in that
What you right?
I got some oil. I'm about to get my edges popping.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Oh, you know I'm here for a shirt. And it's thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you guys for having
By the way,
me.
Kelvin did ask if you rocked his tank
You know
top.
what? I did. I said I'm gonna rock it again. I had to put together real dope, but I didn't take no picture.
Okay.
I was at the ball. But
Yeah, he's watching too.
hey, Kelvin, I had the shirt on. I'm gonna take another. I'm gonna put it back together and take a picture. Yeah.
Sometime before the end of the year.
I am. I'm actually wearing it this week. I like that shirt.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Ronnie, we thank you.
Thank you
We
guys so
appreciate
much.
you.
I really appreciate it.
I salute you guys, man. I love to see.
Thank you. Much success
all
to
that.
you all too. Thank you.
We trying. I told you we trying to be like y'all when we grow up. So we got a lot of work to do. We gonna get there. We gonna get there.
He gonna get us ready on Monday.
I'm gonna pray about that between now and Monday. I'm gonna throw that in the prayer every now. Like, let me be able to walk by Wednesday so I can make it through the show. If I'm not on air next week, y'all understand
We
why.
understand.
Yeah, definitely.
Or if you come in
Definitely.
and you just
Yeah, and I might actually just sit on the couch next week, man, and let y'all do the show. And thank you again for Erica for actually not necessarily setting it up, but putting it all together and made sure that it happened. Sitting over there looking like Patrick. Look at them braids, girl. Look at them braids. But no, definitely. I definitely want to just salute you guys, man, because I see the work. You know, I've known y'all pretty much most of the time that y'all have been here, and to see where you guys have gone is been an amazing thing. So I salute you guys, man, and thank you guys for coming on and sharing your story. I thought that was very important to put out. So let's get up out of here. You got some shout outs.
that went fast.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It did. Yeah. Well, when you work part time, no, I'm just like
She got banker's hours. Banker's hours.
And she really does that as well. She get there like 10 and leave at 2. Put like 5 people out. You got some shout outs, Jay?
Yeah, shout out to Singleton Newman, who just kept calling my phone while I was going live.
Send the bio, Singleton.
Yeah.
Send the bio.
Yeah, I'm gonna get her to get that on
Okay.
over to you. Also, shout out to Voice Dogged Off for having that great event.
Yep.
That was a dope event.
Play it forward. And she has something else coming up in October. So we got to stay on top of that.
All right.
There's something else
Will
coming up.
do.
Jen? I hate you, yo.
What you got, Jen? What you got? All my people back at home.
Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to our guests.
Dane must have trained her.
Dane.
He said, say this.
Dane, we on Snapchat talking. Shout out to my grandma. Who just turned 83. She's popping.
Yeah, she probably look like she like 43, don't she? She look just like your mom.
No, it's on my dad.
Oh, your dad's side. Okay.
But my dad don't look as
Right, he doesn't.
So,
Exactly.
even better. Yeah, so shout out to them.
That's what's up. That's it?
Yeah, shout out.
You gotta lie to me. I don't.
Yeah, that
no,
is-
She don't never. She be like,
Nah. They know who they know who they
know who they
is.
is.
Shout out to Ayana for holding the boards down for us tonight.
Yeah.
She's I don't know if she's full-time yet. Diamond got to work on the contract, but thank you for coming in and working the boards for us tonight. Shout out to our guests, of course. I got to shout out also Last Born Child, because he was a part of it. Was Last Born Child and the dude Shepsworth. They were all a part of the committee that put the Play It Forward event together.
And, free agent too.
And free agent, yeah, exactly. And it was cool. I don't know if you guys saw any of the videos, but they had some kid dance groups in the beginning that was kind of cute. So if you get a chance,
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and look.
go and check those out. But one of the groups
I
was
seen the
called
fashion
Kids
show.
Inc. And they had a nice little fashion show for kids. But yeah, just shout out to everybody that participated, everybody that came. Like I said, it was a lot of chaos in the beginning from the generators missing and all of that stuff, but they persevered and they made it through. Yeah, I'll talk about that offline. But it was crazy. But just shout out to them. Shout out to everybody that came out to Poly Sunday. Collective Minds. It was ridiculous. I have no idea how many thousands of people, but it was literally elbow to elbow in that little area that they call the quad.
Was you dancing?
Was I dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do a little two-step. Every now and then. I do a little two-step every now and then. You ain't have to, and I ain't even see the look, but I know it was a look, so that's all I needed. And that's it, man. Just thank everybody for tuning in. Thanks to everybody that hit us up on Facebook Live, man. We really appreciate all the love, all of the feedback that you guys give. It actually didn't go out when the music played this week, so maybe we got that little situation under control or whatever the case may be. And shout out to Diamond for holding us down as usual, man. We'll be back. Everybody have a good remainder of the week, a good weekend.